Have you ever felt like you've hit rock bottom? Like your story is over before it even truly began? Well, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a man who had lost everything: his job, his confidence, his hope. He found himself sitting alone in a small, quiet room, staring at the ceiling, consumed by a single thought: maybe this is how my story ends. But he was wrong. That night wasn't the end. It was the beginning. In that moment of profound despair, something shifted. He stood up, and with a voice barely above a whisper, he made a promise to himself. I can't change my past, but I can rewrite my future. He had nothing. No money in his pocket, no connections, no clear path forward. All he had was a decision to start over. So, he began. He started learning, devouring books, watching tutorials, and seeking knowledge wherever he could find it. He wasn't afraid to fail. In fact, he failed a lot. He tried new things, fell flat on his face, and then, crucially, he tried again. Every single day, life seemed to test him, hitting him with new challenges, new setbacks. But each time he fell, he didn't just get up. He got up stronger, more resilient, more determined than before. He worked days that bled into nights, fueled by nothing but coffee and a burning desire to prove himself to himself. He was alone, often tired to the bone, and completely unseen by the world. The few people who did notice him called him a fool. He's just dreaming, they'd say. He's wasting his time believing in himself. But their words were just noise. He had already made a sacred promise to his future self. A vow he repeated every morning: I won't stop until I make it. And then, slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, the world began to notice. It wasn't a sudden explosion of success. It was a gradual build, a quiet crescendo. It started with one small deal, then one unexpected opportunity, then what felt like one tiny miracle at a time. Each small victory was a brick, and he was meticulously building the foundation of his new life, brick by brick. He kept his head down, stayed focused, and continued to put in the work, day in and day out. Years passed. He walked down the very same street where he had once sat and cried, feeling completely defeated. But this time, it was different. People turned their heads, not with pity, but with respect. They saw him not for his past failures, but for the success he had painstakingly built. He hadn't just earned a fortune. He had earned his identity. He had become the person he always knew he could be. So if you're watching this today and you feel lost, if you feel like you have nothing, I want you to remember this story. Remember that man. You don't need to have everything to start. You don't need a perfect plan, a ton of money, or everyone's approval. All you need is the courage to start with nothing. The courage to take that first, small, uncertain step. The journey will be hard. There will be days you want to quit, but your story is waiting to be written. And I promise you, if you don't give up, one day your story will inspire someone else. It will begin with the very same words. Once upon a time, I was nothing, but I decided to become something. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you on your journey. We'll see you in the next video.